Hey everybody, what's up from Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. Different type of video today, but I'm out on vacation in South Dakota. Right now I'm in the Badlands, you can see it behind me. And the goal today is to go to a bunch of different scenic locations and open some Pokemon packs.
There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me.
So today I invite you guys to join me along for the journey as we travel to a bunch of different locations across South Dakota. Take a look at some of the history, some of the natural beauty, and to start things off, I wanted to go big. So the goal is to climb all the way up there. Strap on the hiking boots and let's get this thing started. We'll see you guys at the top.
All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
I do think that's probably where all the legendary Pokemon live, is up on top of that. So maybe it's a good sign. Maybe that we'll get some sort of legendary pull once we get up to the top of the cliff. What do you guys think? There's probably a Geodude or an Onix or maybe a Rhydon or Rhyhorn living in this area. Like anything in life, when you really want something, you gotta put your mind towards it and you gotta work for it, and then you feel like you've earned it. Get ready, guys. This is gonna be cool. It's like a little nest up here. And there it is. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit scary up here. If you're afraid of heights, this is a really big drop as you're just looking over the edge of a massive cliff in every direction. But it is beautiful. A lot of fun. I enjoy outdoorsy activities, climbing, hiking. You guys know I do skating. And it's time for a pack. I think we earned this one for sure. And we got a Cosmoan. Then we have Dialga. Ooh, we did get a classic. Base set Venusaur reprint. That's a really good one. A Zacian V. There you go, guys. That's a great way to start. Hopefully with these other packs, we'll come up with some other good stuff as well. And really fun time out here climbing up to the very top. Now's the tricky part. We got to get back down. I found a giant rock. What do you guys think? Should we take that one home? Mysterious fossil? That's the goal of this trip, again, is to do some sightseeing, but also have a little fun.
Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
All right, guys, our next stop is here at the ranch store just outside the Badlands in South Dakota. And this is the place you come when you want to feed all of the prairie dogs. And they're really cute, but I have to say, many of them here look really well fed. A bit plump and chunky, kind of reminding me of that early Pikachu illustration. You know the one. Anyway, we're gonna check out this place and feed the prairie dogs. Then I have the next pack opening for you guys. He is just crushing it. All right, stop number 2, got our next pack, which, as you guys know, have the classic artworks, and that's what I'm all about. So we're starting it off with Lugia. We got the Reshiram, Zekrom, and then the full art Fat Pikachu. Pretty appropriate for the prairie dogs because also have that wide belly. Gonna sit around and get all fat and sassy. Not a great hit in this one, but there's more stops along the way. Stay tuned, everybody. All right, everybody, it's day 2 of our journey out here in South Dakota, and this has brought us to Deadwood. It's pretty small, but there's tons of gambling establishments, some bars. But one of the things that I really like about down here is they do live reenactments of different gunfights and stuff like that in the streets. So a lot of families out here having a good time. And one of the saloons that I'm stopped at right now, the saloon number 10, is actually the place where Wild Bill Hickok was assassinated while playing poker. So we're gonna go check that out. All right, everybody, we got pack number 3 here in the small town of Deadwood. A little bit of a gambling town here, and it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully that brings us some luck with our next pack. All right, we got Groudon, Kyogre, Xerneas, And lastly, the Lunala. Nothing particularly good in that one, but we've got more to go. So stay tuned for the next one. So as you guys can see, Needles Highway is actually a road that carves in and out. It's a very winding road through all the rocky cliffs of the Black Hills. And it's one of my favorite places to drive. It's very scenic. Again, you get the like overlooks that you can pull off to take pictures. And a lot of people stop at this one called the Needles Eye to do some climbing. So that's what we're in for today, is another day of outdoorsy climbing. And hopefully we can ascend to some higher heights and pull some better pulls. You guys ever feel like the walls are closing in on you? Like you're trapped between a rock and a hard place? There's my car right down there. All right, folks, out here in Needles Highway, did a little bit of climbing, and now it's time for pack number 4 of the South Dakota adventure. All right, start off with a Cosmog. The Reshiram. You only get 4 cards per pack for these, but I think I saw something sparkly coming up. A Xerneas. And we got the Full Art Gold Mew, which I believe is one of the better cards from the set. Now this one technically isn't a classic card, but it's still pretty cool. So another good pull. I think that's the luck here. You just gotta climb something before opening packs. More to come, guys. All right, guys, for our last stop of the day, I decided to experience some drive-in movie culture out here in South Dakota. Now, it's a small town called Hermosa, and this is Roy's Black Hills Twin Drive-In. There's actually 2 screens. This is actually one of the screens, and way back there, there's the second one. Anyway, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I've always enjoyed watching movies, going to movie theaters, hanging out with friends, so I thought this would be a fun little recap on the night out here. And something totally different. It was a bit spontaneous, something I stumbled across online, and I'm excited for some movies. They've got a snack shack over here that we're gonna visit and see what we can find at the concessions. All right, we're down to pack number 5, and I think it's the Rocket Zapdos that I really want to get out of this one. I know it's not the most valuable card, but it's one that I really like. We got the Xerneas, the Lugia. I actually really like the Lugia from the set. The Dialga, and a Lunala. Well, unfortunately, not much good in that one here at the drive-in, but like I said, it's just fun to go around opening packs, and it gives me something to look forward to throughout the vacation. The thing I'm looking forward to now is my Super Nachos, along with some movies. We'll check in with you guys again in a bit. Well, folks, it's another day, and that means more climbing, because when you're out in South Dakota, there's just so many different trails and hiking paths, and there's literally stuff for days and days. This was Cathedral Spires Trail, about 2 miles long, pretty high elevations, lots of rocks to climb over. You know, guys, climbing up these rocks may be brave, but climbing up those would be bolder. It really is a unique climb. It's like a combination of forested pine, also some rocks and some more mountainous terrain, and then even some parts that are more of like a traditional path with dirt and gravel. Down there in the cave is where the prehistoric Pokemon are. What do you guys think? Should I go down there? Well, we found this little cool crevice up in the mountains at the very top of the trail, and this feels like as perfect spot as any for another pack opening. So wish me luck on this one. All right, we've got the Xerneas to start things off. I see something shiny. The Lugia. I really like the artwork on that one. We got the Mew EX. There's another Classics pull. Beautiful card. Really like the EX era just in general. Then Zamazenta B. All right, guys, that wraps it up for that one. As I said, we've had a lot of luck up here in Needles and in the rocks and doing the climbing, and so it's like a win-win when you can get those good pulls, but you also get to get out into nature and enjoy some hiking activities, some outdoor stuff. I like it. It's been a good day. All right, guys, our next stop on this adventure is a small arcade place called Sprockets in Keystone, right by Mount Rushmore. Really cool place. They've got some newer VR style games as well as some older arcade style games. And it was a lot of fun. Didn't do too well on most of the games, but Space Invaders, that one went pretty well. We successfully saved the world from the space aliens once again. That's what we do on this channel. All right, guys, it's time for pack number 6 out at the arcade. And growing up playing arcade games is always a blast. All right, guys, here we go. We'll start out by hitting them with the Zekrom. Then we have the Ho-Oh. Followed it up with the Clay Doll. That actually is one of the original classic artworks, a little bit beyond my time. And a Professor's Research. It's not bad so far. That marks the 3rd classic collection pull. Technically the 2nd. The Gold Mew is actually a secret rare, not original artwork from the older sets. But still not too bad. There's still a few more to come. No! Jeez.
Good game, Brad. You win.
I'm sorry, Rusty, I let you down. TCA Gaming. My hoop dreams have been dashed.
Shoot it.
All right, folks, this is the Custer Skate Park, and I've actually been to this one a number of times when I was younger. It's not a great skate park, it's pretty small, but it's always one that's fun to stop by and visit and just hit a couple of tricks real quick just for nostalgia purposes. Anyway, we've got our next pack here, and we'll get this one done. All right, so we've got the Lugia, the Groudon, the Kyogre, and a Solgaleo. Well, no great pulls on that one, but still had a great time here doing some tricks, doing some skating. It's one of the other things I love to do. So this goes back to the early 90s, maybe around 93, when I was first brought here as a kid to experience this amusement park for myself. Now, this was a Flintstones themed park, all of the rides, all of the concessions, little events, meet and greets. It was really cool, and I think this was originally built in the 60s, perhaps. I know there's some old footage of it from 50 plus years ago, and it's really a bit serene, and surreal might be the word for it, to see everything rustic, falling apart, dilapidated, and I know a number of things are missing. It's an abandoned amusement park that has since been converted into a campground. Now, this playground is about all that's left standing of the original amusement park, and a lot of things have been painted over and clearly in a state of disrepair. But it's still kind of cool to see some of these pieces around. I'm sure if you guys have ever watched the Flintstones, you remember the Pelican that basically operated as the trash can for the family. What do you guys think, Ekans or Arbok? I think with the fangs there, I'm leaning more Arbok on that one. All right, this one we'll designate as the Flintstones pack. Well, we'll start this off with the Reshiram. Then we've got a Veltal. Next up, we've got a classic card. This is the Clay Doll. We actually pulled this one yesterday, so now I have duplicates of that one. And lastly, Professor's Research. So there it is on that one, the classic collection pull. A little bit beyond my time from when I started originally collecting, but again, we're having pretty good pulls with these. So only a couple left, everybody, but thanks for being along on the journey. Well, I'm definitely not much of a golfer, but it's tradition to come out here to the Grizzly Gulch golf course, and it's mini golf, which is a lot more fun, so I felt like this would be a good stop on the journey. There are always those moments in life where you feel like you're just so close, but just a little bit away. It was nice playing with you. All right, the Grizzly pack. Starts out with Dialga, then a Zekrom, Veltal, and a Mew. Unfortunately, not much for pulls in that one, but still had a great time out here. Anyway, guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I'm going to continue working on my celebration set, but I want to make it special by earning the packs, opening them in a unique way, so be on the lookout for more videos like that in the future. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I'm Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. Stay well, everybody. Hey guys, I just wanted to say a quick thanks to my patrons for supporting the channel. If you have any interest in becoming a patron yourself, check out the link to my Patreon below. And for more market analysis videos, you can click on one of these two. They're pretty good, at least I think so. Anyway, you should go check them out. I dare you. I don't really know what else to say, so I'll just disappear now. Bye-bye.